you're stuck outside in the Nova Scotia wilderness this time of year, you're going to need a fire to get you through the night. And if you don't have a lighter, you're going to have to know how to make a fire. So, I mean, we've seen it all on TV before, but it's not as easy as it looks, and it certainly isn't as fast as they make it look on TV either. So, I'm going to show you guys how I make a friction fire, and I'm going to gather all the materials myself. It's not going to be an easy task here in the snowy conditions, but I think I can get it done before dark, and we'll edit it together and hopefully make a decent video for you. I'll start by gathering up some of this stuff here. Since it's here, usually you'll start with gathering your tinder bundle, but I'll have to find that a little further on. And I'm just gathering this really light stuff off the top. I'm not trying to dig too deep into it. This will be really good later on when we actually get a real flame going. But for now, I'll have to go gather up some materials for tinder. Just try to get the tops of this stuff. Some nice fine stuff like this will be useful as well once we actually get a little flame going. That'll work for a nice fireboard. Extra piece won't hurt. Nice and dry. We'll make a nice little notch in there for our fireboard. Get a nice little hole going. Don't want to go too deep with it, just enough to start it. Next thing we're going to do is make a little notch coming just to the mouth of that hole. So like that. And then we'll have to dig that out. I'll pause the video. Tinder bundle too. That ought to work good. Yeah, it's not as dry as I'd like it to be, but I think it'll work. I've been working the fireboard a bit, and I've been preparing for it. So you build up this fine burnt ember wood called punk, and you collect it into some sort of a base. Here I'm using a clamshell. So you don't want to try to bust your coal too quick, and you don't get excited when you start seeing some smoke. First you want to build up enough of that base, and I'll see if I can show you guys. I don't know if it's going to show up in the video, but you collect a lot of that stuff, and that'll be your base to catch your coal. And you just go nice and smooth here. You don't want to push too hard. You'll start seeing some smoke, and most people will get excited and they'll try to bust the coal right away, but there's nothing to catch it. It's no good to have a coal if there's nothing to keep it going. So for now, you just keep it going nice and smooth. You should see that stuff bubbling out of the notch. And just keep letting it fill up into the base. Only when you got a big pile of it do you want to try to bust your coal. Okay, got enough punk here. And I'll transfer this onto my catch stick. Hopefully the wind doesn't throw it away on me. And a nice little pile there. Okay, clamshell, thank you so much. And I'll put this in a nice neat little pile right here. And put my fireboard over top of it. Now, we should be able to actually try to bust a coal here. I sharpened up the top end of my spindle, gives it less friction against the mandrel, makes it easier to spin. Okay, take the windshield out of there. Blunt end goes down into the notch. That's a hardwood mandrel too, so let's hopefully don't spill any of this. Out of the way for now. Let's see if we can actually bust a coal this time. Okay, so we got our coal going here. It's going pretty good. My battery ran out just as the coal was getting busted. So I'm on the fly trying to change my battery and save my coal at the same time here. Good thing I busted a big one. Okay, let's hit the coal will keep on. It can get blown away by the wind. Very, very carefully here now. We don't want to drop this. Okay. Slowly, very, 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 very carefully. I'm going to transfer this into that pile right there. Nice. Don't bust it apart. Oh my goodness. We're getting close, people. Close to 2 hours in here. Nice. Here we go. Woohoo! Here we go. There we go. Now we got all kinds of firewood here. I'll save that board and stuff for later in case I want to make another fire. But anyways, we got the fire done in time. Lots of time to spare actually. About 2 hours into the challenge to get the flame going here.